Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back for another bit of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, we managed to capture quite a few, well, at least 2 new airfields. We're also building a few more airfields. There's another airfield actually over here. That's still level 1, right? Yeah, it's just level 1. Alright then. Right, so we'll probably be capturing that soon-ish. Is this... Oh, I think they've, right, they split this off into, or rather combine it with another city, I think. Well, regardless, we should probably start with some fighting. Actually, no, before we start with fighting, let's have a look at the decisions. Alanida requests permission for personal guard. You know what, I'm gonna allow that. At least the 11th Grenadier Infantry Brigade leader is then gonna like us a bit more. Don't need to change the priorities. We need to select a research. Ooh, right, robotic soldier. Okay, that could be kind of useful. I think it's going to be, well, I mean, sure enough, nukes and all that could be, or atomic missiles and nukes and all that could be useful. I'm just going to go with the robotic soldier right now. It's only going to be like regular soldiers, but that's fine. The minor worker strike in dead. I mean, I suppose what we could do, we could give in to some of their demands. I mean, it's only 5 to 20%, so it's not too bad. I'd rather not lose too much people right now, so that's why I'm taking that one. Athena can recall one of our spies. We could try to smooth things over. Should be a guaranteed success there, yeah. And how much did we actually increase? Well, it doesn't list it here. But there's a lot of other things listed in there, but I don't know. Oh, it was somewhere around 60 something? Or maybe 57, so maybe we went up like 6 points or something. Somewhere around there anyway. We move in the tanks. We could perhaps do a quick little range attack in here. I don't think these... guns will be able to deal a lot of damage, but if we can get a hit or two, that'd still be a good starter for things anyway. There's a lot of light armor in there. Let's go ahead and use our tanks to attack across the river. It's going to be a bit of rough terrain, and actually very rough terrain. I lost the blockers there, but admittedly the blockers aren't really good against tanks anyway. So we failed that one horribly. Go ahead and get some more replacement troops then. I guess we'll just get some more dragons instead. It was another 20, wasn't it? Yes, okay, so that's what we needed there. We're going to hold off over here in the edge of the mountains for now. I've upgraded some of the roads in between the episodes, and we've got our rocket organs over here. We could probably do a strike on here. I don't know how much damage it will do, quite frankly. Because they've no doubt dug in relatively well, yeah, they have. Well, let's go. Oh, actually, we can use 2 sets of these. Well, we got a kill and a little bit hits, but yeah, not too much. I could potentially try to clear out these. These have very low readiness now, so if we were to take the infantry... Oh, you can't attack there right now. You can't attack... Oh, did we already do a battle in there, maybe? Let's use up the tanks at least from here, and maybe the infantry. Okay, the infantry's going to be taking some losses. Regrettable, but at least the tanks are going to deal some damage. Oh, they actually deal damage to our tanks, okay. So that was a horrible mistake. Well, let's just go ahead and get some more replacement troops then. Right, so they are still holding. I mean, the morale should be relatively low, and this one's, well, it's got still some of it there. Ah, right, the HQ power. Oh, right, that's where we can see the HQ power. So this one's too far away already, so it doesn't get the bonuses from the HQ. Where is that headquarters anyway? All the way here. Okay, let's start bringing that closer. And I'm guessing this one probably needs to get closer as well. This one is... Wait, it has moved at some point. It can't move right now. But yeah, getting the headquarters closer will probably help a little bit. Same goes for the... Oh, did we already... Oh, yeah, we did move the armor HQ a little bit closer. We could probably move it even further. So now we should be getting at least a bit of bonus for the... Oh, yeah, there we go. HQ power 100%. What about these now? It's 100% as well. We could maybe move the metalheads in here. So we'll have a bit more tanks. And I'm going to use this metalhead and one of the tanks on the flank there to clear out the crossroad. There we go, we pushed back and we killed some of them. They're probably going to get some more troops there soon enough anyway. So we won't be able to hold them off entirely, but at least it's better than nothing. So this attack didn't go quite as planned, which is a bit of a shame. We do have the Hueys. We could maybe do an airstrike in there, but I don't know how much planes they have in here. They might have a lot of Thopters, which means that the Hueys would get well, annihilated, perhaps. We'll just save up a little bit of fuel for now. We do have a bit of AA guns here that we could maybe move somewhere, or, well, actually, we don't have any AA guns on this area, do we? Actually, we got this covered, so it's only this one that is not covered. Well, I suppose these as well. So maybe I should take this one, move a little bit north, so we'll cover those. We still got the black guns in here. I mean, that covers all of that. So if we move these closer, we'd still have full coverage in here. And we can move this one a bit further north, so it could cover some of these units in the mountains. We've got a bit of tanks here. I don't suppose I could... well, I can't... Oh, you can actually attack all the way there. But that's probably easier said than done to break through there. Do they have... No, they don't... Well, actually, no, they have a hot pass in there. There's an air base that is damaged. Good to know, I suppose. But yeah, I think these tanks are going to just hold their ground for now. Hopefully we don't get pushed back too heavily. Technically speaking, we do have an airfield, so the grasshoppers could actually move closer now. We'll move it all the way there for now, and then the ravens need a tier 2 airfield, so those can't move in closer yet. Over here, of course, is there anything else? Not necessarily. I might want to set up a airfield over here somewhere, so that I could build that to level 2, perhaps. And then I'd have a bit of a larger air bridge from a shorter distance. That would probably be a smart idea. But let's have a look at the other fronts now. In the southern front, there is quite a bit of enemies in here. I don't know how well we'd be able to deal damage to them. They don't have too much troops on the rest of this front line. So in theory, we might be able to start pushing closer. In fact, I'm going to move these onto the road. We can cut off this stuff again. So they'll have to spend a lot of points trying to build yet another road. I'm afraid these tanks, I mean, we could perhaps do a bit of fighting in here. We might take some damage still. But I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. We do not have... well, it's only tier 1 trimmer guns there. Well, let's give that a go. And I guess if we add in that one, we'll take some casualties, no doubt. But hopefully we can deal some damage to the enemy as well. Okay, so we lost a bit of machine gunners. I think those were the old machine gunners though, so it's not quite as bad of a casualty. Yeah, I think they were the AMG2s instead of the 3s. Well, let's just go ahead and get another machine gunner unit as a reinforcement. There we go, we've got the road, we've pushed them back. So soon we might be able to start pushing forward this entire line, to threaten the entire road of theirs. And then slowly but surely encircle. We do want to get another brigade, hopefully, of maybe even the Grenadier Infantry, although the Grenadier Infantry didn't have really that much. Like, it's got a little bit of machine guns, a little bit RPGs, a lot of infantry, so it's not really that massive. Because we do have some of the bigger units as well. I mean, technically speaking, we could also go for... Where is that? It's one of the... No, not that one. Right, this is the Light Infantry 2 Battalion, which does have a lot of RPGs. So this could be quite useful against the enemy tanks in rough terrain. Not necessarily this terrain here, like this is still fairly open and all that. I do wonder though, like if we were to start moving forward, where do we... I don't necessarily want to go in there quite yet. But they're now starting to have a bit of supply issues for these areas, no doubt. So that'll be good. We will probably need a bit more ammunition by the looks of it, so we'll make another few thousand. It's funny how early game, like a few hundred will be more than enough for several rounds, but at this stage, when you're doing this much fighting, it's not even nearly enough. Are we... Okay, we are digging in again over there. That's probably for the best. We could try to do another airstrike or artillery strike over here, but I don't think that's going to go all that well. We did get the AA guns over here at least now, so that'll help. Let's have a look at the northern front with the natives. Let's go ahead and clear out some of that. We're a little bit low on supplies through here, but I suppose one of the things that I could do is just build a bit of that road going north. Not too bad for supplies, hopefully. Then we've got metalheads over here. We could just push back the enemy from there. There we go. We pushed it back. We did not kill it, though. I guess we can get in there. Right, the enemy's trying to go around the north. I'm going to send the machine gunners up there. And I think what we're going to do is we'll try to destroy this one. Oh, well, we're over on one unit. And two got pushed back, so there we go. That's at least something. We can still hold in here. Although that one, well, we might be able to break that one soon. There's a little bit, surely we're destroying more and more of the units. They are probably retreating now further north. So at least TAS is going to be a lot safer from now on. Then in the northeast there is a bit of serpents. I could try attacking with the bikers. You know, I'm going to use both of these units. Oh, it is actually the bikers that got the first kill. I push them back into the ocean. They'll probably retreat again in here. Or not retreat, but pull up in there again. And then over in Unsung, I've started moving some of these troops forward. So we'll have 2 units over here. And we'll have 1 artillery, or one of the infantry units on each one of these 2. And we'll have the bikers over here defending the oil as well. I've also started constructing the... Well, we've got the fuel deposit being built within the city, but also the demetallization. I've brought in the resources required to do that. So we're going to start getting a little bit like, we're not going to have it go full speed, but just to get a tiny bit of rare metals. So we can then reinforce or upgrade a lot of these into the line infantry force instead. I think with that we are ready to go to the next round, so let's do that. Moving a lot of the troops away from the central front there. Bit of an artillery strike on us, but they didn't deal damage. They might still reduce our readiness, though. Oh, there's an airstrike on the metalheads. No damage, though. But they now are starting to replenish their troops, at least at the front line here. To some of the areas, at least. Oh, they're trying to push back our rovers there. Oh, we lost 50 altitude. Oh, hold on a minute. Where did we lose the 50 low altitude planes then? Must have been some intercepting going somewhere. Oh, we found some money. That's good. Well, let's have a look at the battles then. So, there was a bit of fire. Oh, yeah, there's the artillery fire there. They had a lot of attacks in there, actually. Oh, right, it was the air bridge that got attacked again. Oh, they're probably using... Do they have an airfield in here? I don't know yet. But that would be a logical option for them to utilize there right now. But I moved this one under the second SHQ, I believe. I believe so, anyway. Well, right, so there's a lot of tanks in here, actually. Plus they brought in some... Oh, that is a lot of artillery. Oh dear, this is gonna be bad. Let's bring the flak guns over there. And bring these flak guns up, so at least we'll have flak coverage on pretty much the entire front. These are starting to be pretty low morale and all that. I'm just gonna take all the infantry and the tanks that we have in the vicinity. Just overwhelming firepower. There we go, the sun is surrender. So that's 2 units of theirs gone. Now we can start bringing some of the... Well, I suppose these can't really move too close yet. Bring the anti-tank guns at least closer. I suppose these could move closer as well. I can bring in the flak guns closer. I mean, I suppose we've got 1 flak gun over here already, but yeah, that's still better. There's more infantry on the road. I don't think that... Well, that's open, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Gonna use a little bit of troops on both of those stacks. Oh, they actually destroyed one of our tanks. It was a dragon. And then one of the all-rounders. Okay, well, we pushed it back. Yeah, that was surprisingly rough, actually. Yeah, okay, well, let's get replacement troops. I also realized that we might still be missing a tank over here somewhere. It did not get delivered. Well, we can see that Athena community definitely has brought in a lot of troops, so I suppose they are probably fighting one another in here. We know that they are fighting a war. Is it with democratic activists? This is the commander of 9th Heavy Machine Gun Infantry 2 Brigade. I guess we'll reverse the decision. Minor workers striking Kathmandu's. I'm going to use military on that one. It's 200 million workers killed, but that's alright. Hidden village. I'm going to give in some of their demands because I want to make sure that that one doesn't lose too much pops. And CEO has emergency. I guess we will help them. There we go. That's taken care of. So we push them back from the crossroad there. We could perhaps start moving some of the infantry closer, although it is a bit open terrain in here. So it's going to be a bit rough there. In jungle, though. Interesting. So if we were to use... These are the machine gunners, though. I could maybe move that in... No, it's probably best to have some infantry along the river line here until we're ready to move forward. They got a lot of infantry in here. I think what we might have to do is try to break these tanks. First things first. Let's go ahead and utilize some of our artillery on that one. Actually, well, yeah, it should be fine. It's a lot of hits at least, but no kills, unfortunately. I'm guessing the readiness is reduced on some of those at least. They got a bit of tanks over here as well. Do we have, they've got some trimmer guns, but that's not actually going to be good enough. And these got machine guns. This is the RPGs. So these could potentially attack. Maybe we'll send in... Hold on a minute. Which one was the trimmer gun? This one. The U and that one. There we go. We destroyed it with the RPGs. So that's a full unit destroyed now. I don't think we're going to be attacking that one quite yet. Although, do we have more RPGs in here? We do. Huh. It is jungle, so their defense modifier is reduced a lot. Did I already use the range attack from this one? I did. Okay. And we got the rocket artillery over here that we could move forward. Get that closer. Got some grasshoppers here. You know what? I probably should have used the grasshoppers to do some recon first. So air recon on that one. That'll probably draw out some of the interceptors. Yeah, a lot of the interceptors, in fact. Well, we got good recon there now, at least, so that's good. Go ahead and get some replacement troops. Oh, we need a lot of recon air. Okay. Well, I suppose, yeah, we lost 50 planes on the air bridge. Also get those in. That caused a lot of manpower there. It's a bit of a shame. Right, one of the things that I should probably go ahead and make sure is check out the hidden village. So they're still lacking a lot in workers. So I'm just going to go ahead and send in another 600 colonists there. So that eventually it will be slightly better at least. So we pushed back the infantry from there, but that was a bit of a rough experience for us. But next round, if we do move infantry in there, we can use our rocket artillery to clear those out, hopefully. Then in the north, we could try doing an attack on the enemy here. It is jungle, though, so attack modifier's got to be really rough. Alternatively, we could try using the infantry, but I think that's also going to be quite a risky proposition right now. So they might do a counterattack here shortly. Although, well... The readiness isn't... some of them do have okay readiness, so they got some of the units that are good shape. But a lot of them are not. They seem to be lacking a bit of experience in there as well. At least some of them do. Right, so did we actually get the headquarters close enough yet? This still can't move. Oh, it's air recon. Never mind, it can move. I'm gonna move it over there. Is that... which ones are yours? These? Yes, that's got the headquarters already. This one does not. We probably want to move it even closer. Somewhere in the middle here is probably good enough. For those are moving in, we got some more planes in here. But of course, we don't have a tier 2 airfield to move a lot of this stuff. We got level 1 airfields. That's being upgraded to level 2. The previous level is being repaired still. But there we go, at least that is underway. I could try using my artillery to do some airstrike in here, but I suppose their guns would have some entrenchment. Well, they do have some entrenchment already. So that's going to be a bit of a rough one. Admittedly, yeah, if they try to do a counter battery fire, then their attack modifier is going to be reduced drastically. But of course, if they try to fire in here, we'll probably take a lot of casualties from that. I don't suppose we got... Well, we got the wizards in here. How about we do an air attack over there? Well, we got definitely some... Oh, they did have some fighter squads. Oh, so we were fighting in their fighters first and foremost. And after that, we started doing firing on the others. Okay, but that pushed back their planes. do we have any other planes that are... I think the Hawks do have a pretty good range, so if we send these in now, we could maybe send the Apaches as well, just in case. Oh, there we go. We just shot one artillery, two sets of artillery, and a bit of oh, there we go. That was a good hit. That's the independent. Oh, they've got so many specialists in here. Okay, it is artillery regiment, but yeah, they lost 30 guns and 10 tanks. I mean, that's a fairly decent air attack still. I'm not too worried about that one. These do not have the range to do anything like that, unfortunately. We could maybe try to move them closer somewhere, but it will take some time. But let's have a look at the other front. So they moved in some troops in here. We could perhaps try to destroy those. Which one of these? You got the Trimagon 3, so we can send these two attacking. There we go. That's 10 tanks destroyed from them. And we've got the road. They might still have a road connection from somewhere. But this one is going to be a bit low on fuel right now. We've got the Trimmer guns in here, but I don't... Well, they do have minus 75% defense modifier, so in theory we could perhaps destroy them. There we go, overrun. So we destroyed it. At this stage, I think it might be time to start moving in the troops closer. There's a lot of infantry and tanks and other things in here. I'm going to move this one in. I could perhaps try to destroy some of their tanks. You know what? I'm going to move this one in here. I'm going to destroy the tanks with our anti-tank guns. Well, at least we push it back. Move these in. Move the flak guns. And these tanks can move forward. As well as with the infantry with the guns. And are these... They are quite low on readiness. So we should be able to deal quite a bit of damage on them. Okay, we run out of AP. We destroyed 10 guns and 10 tanks, so I think that's a decent. We overrun one of the artillery brigades anyway. I do wonder if I should move these over here to keep the road even cleaner, but I suppose that's going to be good enough for now. In there, of course, we got the tanks in here. Oh, actually... That is flak guns, okay. I could try doing an airstrike on something else. Like that one, try to destroy that unit completely. Or I'll just take the risk of sending these against the... I mean, if the flak guns shoot down the huge ones, then that's fine. We'll still have some better stuff available. And if we can deal some damage on the tanks, that'd be brilliant. Well, we got a few hits. We didn't destroy them, but their readiness is now reduced. So now if we attack with the tanks, that should give us a bit of better chances of killing them. There we go. That's 20 tanks gone from them. And we cut off this entire road. So these troops should be... I mean, they are already a little bit low on supplies. But that's good. Decent progress in the south. We will still need to get some more troops in there, admittedly. And they abandoned this area pretty much entirely. I think it might be time to get a quicker little dirt road in here. So we can move in our scout vehicles. Oh, there's the tanks. Let's move it down here as well. Okay, there's some infantry. Good to know. And there's a bit of tanks in here, although it is Leopard in low mountains, so they got minus 25%. How is their defense? Well, they got decent defenses, I suppose. Got the trimmer guns, we got the... infantry, we've got more trimmer guns in here. We do have our blitz... Oh, right, actually, if we were to build a dirt road through here as well, we'd at least have the supplies be pretty much full in here. We can move in the blitzers in to assist in fighting those off if need be. They brought in a lot of troops on this one. I'm going to move in my tanks to assist in holding back these. I mean, the heavy forest doesn't really help the tanks all that well, but it does give a penalty for the enemy tanks, or a higher penalty for the enemy troops trying to break us, so... It'll be mostly fine, I think. Oh, right, there's... they destroyed that road, didn't they? I'm gonna build a sealed road up to there. That'll probably help. At least we've dug in fairly well with the infantry in here, so, well, I mean, readiness has been reduced slightly, but I think we're still fine. I think we might want to move in the headquarters a little bit closer, just to be on the safe side. Wait, where is your headquarters? Must be pretty far away. Oh, it's the second. Okay, so that means if we move this one away, there's not going to be any headquarters in. Or I suppose one of the things that I could do is I could just raise a formation. We'll get one of those automated garrison brigades. A little bit expensive. It doesn't take too much recruits. And we'll put in probably just flak 2s to save a bit on the cost. But there we go. Now we got some defenders in here at least. So the headquarters don't need to stay there. And where is your troops? Are they the ones in the south? I believe so. So I'm going to move this one south as well, and I'm going to do the same one in here. Another automated garrison with the flak 2s. Does take a bit of energy to do that, but that's fine. I think we can manage it. But that way we can have our headquarters on the move. Speaking of which, that needs to move a bit closer. We've got some militias as well that we can utilize in some places. Right now, looks like Unsung is doing fine. We did have some enemy movement over here in the north. They tried to attack us. I think they're probably trying to cut us off, actually. Let's just go ahead and destroy this one first. Okay, well, it's retreated at least. I can attack it again. There we go. That one's now destroyed, and we do not have the movement to attack again. There's a bit of enemy infantry on the open there. Let's just send in the scout cars. We'll probably take a little bit of losses, but I think we can also deal some damage on them. Oh, well, we didn't take any losses, so that's good. I wonder if, well, there's not too many in there, actually, so let's try another attack. We only got 4 rounds of combat in us. Oh, well, there we go, we destroyed one. Now we push the other 2 back. So there we go, that's at least taken care of. We could probably move these closer. So we have better recon in there. These could actually move closer as well. And the machine guns, I'm just going to move over here on the flank for now. The tanks will probably move back in here and start destroying some of these. We do have our heavy tanks here. I don't know what the situation is with a lot of these enemies, though. We don't know if there's anyone over there, for example. We overrun one unit, at least. We regained that one, so there might well be something in there. Just going to move the infantry in here, so the tanks can at least stay in the spot there for now. With the infantry that we have on the southern flank here, we could perhaps try to attack that one. It's a bit low readiness already. I don't know how strong it is. Admittedly, we have upgraded a lot of these troops. We took a bit of losses there. But we also destroyed the unit, so losing a specialist and a bit of machine gunners... Oh, actually, that was just regular infantry. Well, I say regular infantry, but infantry nonetheless. That we lost. Let's just go ahead and make sure to get some more replacement troops. There we go. And I suppose these could go ahead and at least clear out a little bit of the terrain. Although, apparently not all that much. There seems to be a lot of animals or something in there. And then on the northeast, I suppose we could move in the bikers over here to get a bit of an idea of what we're dealing with. We could maybe do another attack on that one. We got the overwhelming numbers at least. Okay, well, we got a lot of hits, no kills though. I mean, are these... Oh, tech level low. Okay, I didn't realize that. Are these tech level low as well? I mean, well, it's not that low, but these ones are... Huh. The beasts are still quite dangerous, but the infantry that they have, or the tribesmen, aren't really that bad. Oh, there we go, we destroyed some of that. Now we're going to move in here. Actually, I can move that one closer and that I can move in there. So at least we are getting a little bit more land in here. Not much, mind you, but it's at least a bit of security. That's all. But I do realize that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.